Okay, so here's a quick update on what's going on with Reddit, Robinhood, and GameStop, and all the stocks and everything else. You might have seen earlier that they were doing a short squeeze, or what they call a gamma squeeze, which is basically where they would force the short sellers to buy more shares of the stock by basically creating artificial demand for the stock. The debate about all of this. Now, if you don't know what that is, feel free, there's probably a URL somewhere over my head. You can go there and get started on learning these kinds of things because it's important for you to know. And so basically the big debate is whether or not there was market manipulation occurring. I think it is, but the question is not whether markets were being manipulated. The question is whether or not it was illegal. I think that at some point they're going to redefine what is and what is not illegal. But is it unethical? I don't think it's any less ethical than what already happens on Wall Street, because there is a lot of market manipulation that happens on Wall Street. Doesn't mean that all the markets are corrupt. It just means that we've always known the game has been somewhat rigged, which is one of the reasons why I talk to you guys about the game, because I want you to rig it in your favor, because I want you to benefit from some of the rigging. Now, what has occurred today is that the price for GameStop stock is all over the place, but it's still hovering pretty good. It's still over 250 or something like that as of the time of this recording, which has created a lot of opportunities. I'm not mad at it, because I've never had this many students come to me and say, oh, I made $50,000 this week, or I made $100,000, or $80,000. I mean, these big numbers in 24, 48 hours. I think that's good, but just always remember that what goes up can come down, and also remember that whenever somebody makes money, somebody else lost money. So hopefully you're not one of the people that loses money. I got out of the stock because I see it as a big game of musical chairs. I did make money though. I did jump in, sold some call options, made my money, and got out. But now I'm watching it, kind of analyzing what's going on. A lawsuit was filed by the traders that were on Reddit, who are basically saying that this is not cool because Robinhood actually stopped the trading on the stock. They didn't stop it market-wide. They stopped it specifically on Robinhood. And one of the market makers are the people who actually bring the buyers and sellers together. They also halted the trading. And so by throttling the trading, they claim to be sort of reducing the amount of volatility around the stock, which is incredibly outrageous. I mean, stocks don't have this kind of volatility. Even Bitcoin doesn't have this kind of volatility. And, so I can get that. But the problem is that you're discriminating against Robinhood traders, particularly when you tell them that they can sell, but they can't buy. You can participate with the equities, but you can't participate with the options. It's very targeted discrimination against these traders, which I think justifies the lawsuit. Also, there are increased margin requirements now, where they're basically saying, okay, you can make these moves, but you have to have this much money in your account. You can't do anything on margin. There's a lot of margin offered on Robinhood, which allows little traders to make little trades and flip them into big amounts of money very soon. I think that Robinhood's probably going to get regulated a little bit more, and I think that's probably why they made these moves to self-regulate, because they don't want to draw the attention of the regulators, because Robinhood was already in trouble from the regulators to begin with. So I think that there's going to be some hearings on Congress. Your politicians are owned by your billionaires, so unfortunately any laws they pass are probably going to be anti-little guy, which I think is terrible. I'm not a fan of any of that. But really, in terms of the future of trading, though, this has really shifted of some of the models in terms of how stocks get valued, how prices get moved, how what we call price discovery actually occurs. It's not market-wide, though, because retail investors do not have enough capital to move the whole market, but they do have enough capital to move the market for specific stocks, or even like small stocks. So just keep an eye out for that, and that's what's pretty much going on. That's the latest, and I checked the price, and it looks like the price is holding pretty good. I don't know how long it's going to stay there, though, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out too. So anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. Make sure you subscribe to Financial Juneteenth TV, and that way we can keep talking about this stuff as time goes on. See you later. Bye-bye. Peace.